start a life with someone based only on romance and excitement, or if you don't draw the line somewhere, nothing will ever be enough.
I don't want just enough.
Let's hope women can decide who they are, irrespective of who they marry.
Do you ever feel like half of who you are is stuffed into a suitcase and slowly suffocating? Sorry.
I see trouble ahead.
It's always been you.
Whatever happens, I shall always be on your side.
Emily, good morning. Jeff in Las Vegas.
Good morning, Jeff. How are you?
Oh, it's so great to talk to you again. I'm still aglow about Relic when we spoke last year. And I just love that film.
Yes, I know. That's a great. I was very proud to be in that film.
Oh, such congratulations on that. And congratulations on The Pursuit of Love, this miniseries premiering on July 30th on Amazon Home Video. Story of Fanny and Linda, best friends coming of age between two world wars. And this is a time when women are expected to marry and obey their husbands, isn't it?
Yes. Well, yeah, exactly. That was the only option. A sort of a good marriage or a bad marriage was the only two options for women at that time. And if you happen to be unlucky and get married to someone that you weren't particularly in love with, then that you were kind of stuck. And that was it. That was your life.
Well, writer, director, and star of The Pursuit of Love. This has class, sexuality, liberation, self-discovery, rebellion. There are so many provocative themes to explore in this miniseries.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, it's an adaptation of an incredible book by Nancy Mitford that I loved growing up. I read it when I was a teenager, and it stayed with me ever since. And it's a really radical book, I think, but it's also incredibly, as you say, about all these things, about liberation, sexuality, the thorny, difficult issues of what it is to be alive in the world. But it's also just really funny and really entertaining and a kind of a treat to read. And I just wanted to make a show that reflected those elements of the book.
As writer-director, tell me about casting Fanny and Linda, Lily James and Emily Beecham, because that's essential to the story, isn't it?
Yes. Well, Lily was always connected to the story. She was always Linda forever, since the inception of the piece. And I think I can't really imagine anyone else alive being able to do that part, which is a very challenging part because, you know, she's a really larger than life character, and she's a character that kind of lives in the moment and is kind of a voracious personality, and yet you have to just love her and feel so protective and fond of her, and I think no one but Lily could achieve that as an actress. And Emily Beecham came later into the equation, and there was just something about the dynamic between the two girls that just felt so right. They're so different as people and as performers, and yet you completely buy their intense love for each other.
Well, as writer and director and even starring in this miniseries, I mean, what a challenging first time. I mean, the costumes, it's a period piece, the locations. What's it like to be a creative tour de force?
God, well, I don't know whether that is what I am, but I definitely really enjoyed this experience. I was surprised by, and also add into the mix of all the things you've just mentioned, it was all filmed in the middle of lockdown. It was in June last year that we started filming it. So there was that thrown into the mix of it all too. But I just loved it. I don't know why. I don't know. I think partly why is because I was so into the story that it became all about that. It became just how can I give this story to people in a way that feels as exciting for them as it was for me to read the book, and everything else sort of disappeared. It was just a passion for the story and then an excitement about kind of communicating it. And I'm normally so twisted up and neurotic about everything I do as an actor. I really just feel so confused all the time about why I'm doing it and how I'm doing it. And this felt, I guess it was like I was taken out of the equation. It was just about the story, as I said, and I really loved it.
Well, Emily, congratulations on a wonderful series, The Pursuit of Love, premiering on July 30th on Amazon Home Video. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, and good luck with the show.
Thank you, Jeff. Lovely to see you.